One night when I was a kid, Grandma had a drink and let me stay up late. Then she started telling me about when Strandville sank. It was just 2 days after Grandpa's death. They took cover in Grandpa's greenhouse. They sat in there looking through his hundreds and hundreds of notes and drawings when something just cracked. Granny said that it sounded like the earth broke in two. They must have been so scared.
You have a kind heart, Siggy.
Deep breaths, my darling.
You are just like your mother in that respect.
Waves are crashing.
She's at peace now,
We are still far
don't you think?
from shore.
Rated everyone 10 and up.
One night when I was a kid, Grandma had a drink and let me stay up late. Then she started telling me about when Strandville sank. It was just 2 days after Grandpa's death. They took cover in Grandpa's greenhouse. They sat in there looking through his hundreds and hundreds of notes and drawings when something just cracked. Granny said that it sounded like the earth broke in two. They must have been so scared.
You have a kind heart, Siggy.
Deep breaths, my darling.
You are just like your mother in that respect.
Waves are crashing.
She's at peace now,
We are still far
don't you think?
from shore.
Okay, truth be told, that I am very much hesitating from recording today's stream. And until this very moment, I am still very much hesitant to do so. Because I'm having a very bad headache above my left eye. But since I haven't done streams lately, I believe that I owe you some progress in them. Thus, I just wish to tell you that I plan on finishing this Let's Play entirely before we reach that 10th stream. Okay? Good. let's just get into the persona of Invisible and get on with this. Greetings and salutations, everyone, and welcome back to Invisible Let's Play the Project. I am your host, Invisible, from Invisible's Gaming channel, giving a stage for the stage and a voice for the voiceless. And welcome back to the continuation of Project Let's Play Wavetale for the PC. I know the trailer I showed you in the introduction is for the the PlayStation version, but regardless, it's the same game regardless. Last time we journeyed with the pirates to the southern area, seeking more power and help for our big lighthouse. Today, hopefully, we will be continuing on with Sigrid and her shadow friend we named Siren, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully today we will not be ranting as much as we usually do. Before we start, I would like to pray peace be upon all of my subscribers and commentators, followers, fans, and friends. Everyone from the Beasts of the Other Empire and everyone from the Discord server for YouTube friends by name. Peace be upon Thunderstruck Gaming, B809 Gaming, Marcus, Natrocrash, MacICY, Location Cowdan, Cryfield, ZPTV123, Matthew Elementor1, Sagada Quality 5, Bob Express, Sparfan28, Sawa _ Crazy Dragons for 12, Heavy Metal Driver 666 and Torsko. With that said, let's get moving and carry on with this Let's Play project. It gave us a checkpoint the moment we helped out Rufus. Good. What? Pepe, why are you here? What's with the crowd? That gloom wave overran all of Strandfield. We need reinforcements. And now we need stuff. I heard you have a spark reactor. You can't come into my home and just demand things. We brought tea leaves. Tea leaves. Well, there should still be a working reactor in this ship's here. You'll need to clean this place up if you're having a shot at getting it up there. What's a great get to it? Let's go. After all, it's our job to clean everything all the time. Yeah. That is the job of the main character of the game. So what? So from what we learned last time, Pepe met up with Sigrid's mother. And she was a brat just like Sigrid herself. She was annoying almost as much as her own mother-in-law. Anything else that's worth mentioning? Yeah, we created a light gun. A literal light gun. And gave it to the pirates, who turned out to be some underpaid workers who caught the mayor that didn't pay them. It turns out Grandma once used to be one of the members of the council. Another information we need to recall. No idea. Yeah, I discovered that I can catch the money. We have the sparks with my net. The spark net. That should have been obvious by now, but whatever. Also, I figured out that the button for diving under the water and quickly sprinting is shift. Not like I wasn't using it all the time by now. But I just remembered that it is the one to use to make Secret take her dive. And it charges faster. And we have a new journal entry. The gas depots mix the gloom and the striders sprout plants and sink. I think the entire game here will be promoting once again climate change stuff. Not like I care about it that much. Don't ask me how did they manage to get it from up here. I don't know. Alright, that's what we need. Let's get going. Before you leave, could Water Girl go and clean off my generator as well? I'd prefer to have my radiator looking to that. Of course I'll do that. Siggy, we're in a hurry. You can go ahead, I'll be right behind you. Ha, well, make it quick. You're the lady, make it quick, I'll be inside. Of course. My name is Sigurd, not the Water Girl. How do I fix this thing? Why am I being silent? 1, got nothing to say. 2, taking in the ambient and the environment. 3, trying to focus on the environment to see what to do, where to go. That's it. There you go, 1. Let's go 2. Even though I'm not really going to be using it anytime soon, I'll let all of this money. I just keep collecting it. I like the heroine the way she looks as is. Default skin. And default hair. Okay, want another reason why I'm not talking? Because too much noise is giving me extra headache. I've already told you as is that I am extremely reluctant about recording a walkthrough or let's say a blind let's play tonight. The veins above my left eye are killing me. And too much noise will increase that much. Trying to finish this as quick as possible. Asking me to help out with your generators is obviously just an artificial way to lengthen up the game. Nothing less. Merely an excuse. Not that I'm against it or anything. Yeah, you go through the cables, not you don't get to ride them. No, you go through them. What am I supposed to do here? Am I just supposed to take that hit there and instantly fill the entire jump in one go? No, not even close. What am I expected to do? No. Are you expecting from me to jump from there? No, even if we did that, the journey will not end smoothly. No. No matter how many times I'll do it, it will not work. Something is missing. Nothing down. I'm not doing this. No, no, no. Hold it.
The ground cracked. The ocean roared, and Strandville was lost in the deep. Grandma says that this is our haven, that the lighthouse keeps us safe. But the part of me wants more. I keep picturing the world that used to be down there, right under my feet. What are you, Ethan? It's just like the stories you've told me. The ground cracked. The ocean roared, and Strandville was lost in the deep. Grandma says that this is our haven, that the lighthouse keeps us safe. But the part of me wants more. I keep picturing the world that used to be down there, right under my feet. What are you, Ethan? It's just like the stories you've told me. The ground cracked. The ocean roared, and Strandville was lost in the deep. Grandma says that this is our haven, that the lighthouse keeps us safe. But the part of me wants more. I keep picturing the world that used to be down there, right under my feet. What are you, Ethan? It's just like
turns out there looks like there is something I completely forgot about. Looks like you can somehow manage to have a mid-air boost. Let me try this out here. I'm not sure which button it is, but Sigurd is supposed to be able to have a double jump, then dash ability. Not like this. No. Hurry up, jump. We're supposed to be able to jump and make some kind of a dash. A quick mid-air dash. I think maybe that's why she turns suddenly pink. Not like this. Try here. When do we usually find her turning pink? Is it really that's the reason? Is that the reason? Well, she sometimes turns pink? As an indicator that we can dash again? No, that's not it, not it. Okay, I'm not sure. I didn't know. I really didn't know. She's supposed to be able to jump, double jump, then quick dash. F. This is with F. F. Yeah, I never used this before at all, ever. Why? The idea never just came to me at all. Before, never. Had I known I could dash...
What's the matter? You look like you've seen a ghost.
The Striders. I couldn't hold them back. And then the Dirty Paws showed up.
The Whistlers.
Yeah, the Whistlers. Anyway, I was sure they would kill me. But they didn't. Actually, I think they tried to...
Help you?
Yeah.
You know, all those stories you've been fed are not to be trusted.
How do you know?
Because I am one of those dirty paws you're also afraid of. Although I prefer to be called by our rightful name. Care for a cup? That beloved dandelion of yours spat its poison into the sea. Eventually it reached our lands. Big, nasty blobs that crawled onto our fields and destroyed our crops. We sent message after message to make you understand the damage you were causing, but you wouldn't listen. So eventually, we took matters into our own hands.
What did you do?
We realized we had to stop the gloom ourselves by sabotaging the Dandelion's main conduit. Our boat got hit just after midnight. 3 of us were killed immediately, and 1 lived long enough to say his prayers. I was crying like a babe, but having no wound severe enough to stop me, I kept going. Just before dawn, I reached my target. It was all up to me now. Our scientists had devised a fluid that was meant to drip into the heart of the Dandelion and stop the machinery from running. Our mission was to pump it into one of the central vents, and that's what I did. I pumped the fluid in, plugged the vent, and I left. I didn't look back at first. The only thing I could think of was getting away. But then, when I turned my head, the entire thing had turned into a monster. Gloom shooting out like fountains of black saliva. I remember thinking of 100-armed octopuses and giant spiders, mythological creatures from my childhood stories. Then came a deafening thunder. The whole thing started to burst. Well, I guess you know the rest.
The ground cracked, the ocean roared, and Strandville was lost in the deep.
After what I caused, I couldn't bear to face anyone. So I settled here.
How did you survive the explosion?
All I know is that I passed out. When I woke up, the sea was calm. But the city was gone. And the people. All we wanted was to put an end to our misery. You understand? I followed the instructions, but it didn't work out. It didn't... Sweet mother of sparks, I should have died with the others.
You tried to save your people. You didn't know this would happen.
You're very kind. Just like your mother.
My mother?
She was my friend, the bravest person I ever met. She listened to us, even after the flood. She believed me when I told her that we never meant any harm. She even wanted to help me put things right, so we set out to try and fix the damage I'd caused. But she never... She was investigating methods to change the behavior of the gloom. One day she came to my hideout looking for clues, as she put it. I told her to get lost. She wasn't easily scared. Like mother, like kid, I guess. She had been breeding flowers, you see. Some kind of modified version of the night weaver. An herb we grow back home. She had learned that its roots could bind the gloom back into the weave rock and stop it from spreading. She wanted me to take her to the pipe that started the rupture. Her idea was to pour some spark-induced night weaver seeds into the central vent and turn the dandelion into a sort of mending machine. Don't ask me about the science. That was her forte.
So you went back there.
Yes, child. She even made us go inside. She said it was crucial. I refused at first, but your mother was a very convincing woman. And I know you won't believe me when I tell you this, but it was as though the gloom felt threatened by us. Your mother fought for her life. I lost my right leg trying to save her, and I'd gladly give my left too, if that could bring her back. Since then, the gloom has kept spreading, like the plague it is.
Is there nothing left to do?
The airship manages to fight it off to some extent, using spores from the Night Weaver. But we have nowhere near what would be needed to fight it off forever.
What about this?
By all sparks, where did you get that? We have to get you to the airship. You have to show them!
The airship! They're gonna shoot it down!
What? Who?
That machine Cassius was talking about. It's a spark weapon to shoot down the Whistler's barge.
Oh, those fools! May the gloom drown them! Curse all of them and their trigger-happy fingers! They're nothing but a bunch of short-sighted idiots! You must stop them, do you understand? Do whatever it takes to keep those morons from firing. Then you have to find Moira. Just follow the barge.
Moira?
The Whistler's leader. She's the only one who can make use of that seed. Now go!
Okay. 1 minute, I'll be right back with you in just a second because I need to take in all the information we got from that cutscene. That was too much information. Be right back in 1, 2...
The ground cracked. The ocean roared, and Strandville was lost in the deep. Grandma says that this is our haven, that the lighthouse keeps us safe. But a part of me wants more. I keep picturing the world that used to be down there, right under my feet. What are you even? It's just like the stories you've told me. The ground cracked. The ocean roared, and Strandville was lost in the deep. Grandma says that this is our haven, that the lighthouse keeps us safe. But a part of me wants more. I keep picturing the world that used to be down there, right under my feet. What are you even? It's just like the stories you've told me. The ground cracked. The ocean roared, and Strandville was lost in the deep. Grandma says that this is our haven, that the lighthouse keeps us safe. But a part of me wants more. I keep picturing the world that used to be down there, right under my feet. What are you even? It's just like the stories you've told me. The ground cracked. The ocean roared, and Strandville was lost in the deep. Grandma says that this is our haven, that the lighthouse keeps us safe. But a part of me wants more. I keep picturing the world that used to be down there, right under my feet. What are you even? ground cracked. The ocean roared, and Strandville was lost in the deep. Grandma says that this is our haven, that the lighthouse keeps us safe. But a part of me wants more. I keep picturing the world that used to be down there, right under my feet. What are you even? It's just like the stories you've told me. The ground cracked. The ocean roared, and Strandville was lost in the deep. Grandma says that this is our haven, that the lighthouse keeps us safe. But a part of me wants more. I keep picturing the world that used to be down there, right under my feet. What are you even? It's just like the stories you've told me. The ground cracked. The ocean roared, and Strandville was lost in the deep. Grandma says that this is our haven, that the lighthouse keeps us safe.
Okay, so let me get this straight so I can continue on the game. Sigurd's mother worked with these people here, who we call pirates, in order for her to save the land from our own mistake. This disaster in this ocean is our making. Amazing. Once again, it's F for dashing. I honestly thought that his side quest was just something on the side to do. Like, it wasn't essential. But the more we learned... Wow. I still believe that the shadow is actually her mother, because she's the one who gave us the seed. Her mother didn't necessarily die. She just became one with the gloom, most likely. Yes, we can dash.
I need to talk to you.
Quite busy here. What's the matter?
Grandma, listen to me. Don't fire.
What? Where are you? What's taking you so long?
Well, I got caught up in the fog, and then the polished ship came flying, and I thought I was gonna die, but Granny, they saved me. They sprayed something, and then there were flowers everywhere, and Rufus said that...
That bum at Needlebrick? Siggy, I don't have time for this. Just hurry up and come home.
Promise you won't do anything more until I'm there.
You're breaking up. Just vamoose on back now, will ya?
Granny?
Sigrid, are you really expecting your Nagar grandmother to actually listen to you? I believe she would rather die than listen to you. You can dash using F. This is a very fundamental game mechanic that I just right now, on almost the game finale, realized, or rather figured out. Yeah, kind of too late by now. Too late. Too late. No thanks, yeah, I'm good. I'm not in the mood for this. Not even after I learned about dashing, sorry. Yes, with dashing we could technically win her races, but honestly, at the moment I'm not interested. Not one bit. We caused the bloom. These people came trying to speak with us, but we completely ignored them. So they tried to take things into their own hands and they caused this disaster. Now our friend here has what is stupidly called the survivor guilt. Why am I still alive and not dead with the others who have already died? If others sacrifice themselves for your sake, you shouldn't have the audacity to ask why they did what they did. People sacrifice themselves because they are morons. And they value others' lives over their own cursed existence. What you need is not self-hatred, what you need is mental therapy. I swear I almost believe I saw a switch here. You can only dash once in the air. So time it wisely. He said that he lost his right leg trying to save her mother, but he failed. Iris. But I don't really believe that Iris is actually dead. I believe that she's alive, but in a different type of existence or being. I believe that the shadow that is helping us out with our journey is Iris herself, Sigrid's mother. Why do I believe this? Because she gave us the seed. And also she offered her own help, her feet for Sigrid. Why would something like that help us out? Unless it relates to us. I believe I believe that the shadow is actually Sigrid's own mother. The one I named Siren. Let's go to this boat and check out what other new clothes does she have for us. Hi, what's up? What did one ocean say to the other? Nothing, it just waved. Let me check the shop. $981. Someone else would have by now bought most of these things. I am not too big on fashion trends. Everything looks good. Keep moving. Derp, whatever. I just saw you now. Journal entry. Did this fall off the barge? Seems to me a blueprint for a cannon. What was the gas they shot through them? It saved my life. It was some kind of a weird, maybe fertilizer. Rufus Kugan. The people of Strandville know him as the hermit living in Needlebrick Peaks. But he was born as a whistler. He helped sabotage one of the conduits leading to the Dandelion, but things got out of hand and a lot of people died. Rufus never dared to go back to his home. Peter has grown up in the shadows of the glow fog. Just like me, seems like he knows more about what actually happened during the war than I do, even though he's younger than me. Simona Stark, a pop star who reached fame at an early age. I don't think Granny owns any of her music, but when I hear her stuff, it seems so familiar to the catchy music, the magic of pop. Bob Booba, a hopelessly inflated fellow whose heart beats only for Simona Stark. He's a pirate by trade and has ways to sneak around, hoping to sneak into one of Simona's concerts. Go. I highly doubt I'll be able to collect all the journal entries. Regardless, I don't care. I'm not here to 100% the game. I'm here just for the storyline. I still don't understand. What does it mean for her to turn pink? Does that mean she's in her highest possible speed? Is that it? I don't know. So just a reminder once again, this girl just sat down with a guy in his wooden hut and didn't get any splinters from being in the house barefooted. This is just nonsensical. You just don't walk around barefoot in a wooden house. You're asking for a very bad injury. Now that I'm using Dash more often, it feels weird. Like I discovered something I shouldn't have. Sprout house. Why is it glitching?
Blowtorch, please. Now what's taking that girl so long? She knows I'm not fond of waiting.
Stop! Stop!
Oh, Sigrid. Nice to see that you made it back safely.
The paws don't control the gloom. They make it flower.
Huh. Make it flower? What are you rambling on about?
Grandma, I know what happened to Mom. She died trying to save us.
The paws.
No, you don't understand. She and Rufus wanted to stop the gloom from spreading. They tried to make it into the dandelion, but the gloom got her. He tried to save her, but...
You have a kind heart, Siggy. But you must stop believing everything people tell you. You are just like your mother in that respect. And if you think I'll let us all meet our maker because of the words of some driveling bum, you are gravely mistaken.
But he...
Even if he was telling the truth, your mother wouldn't have been in any danger if she had kept away from him in the first place.
What gives you the right to always judge people like that? They were trying to save us!
Sigrid. We all understand you're upset. All this stress would get the better of anyone. And you're just a kid. No wonder you've lost your head. Now, why don't you go have a lie down, and let us take care of things.
Don't touch me!
Manners, young lady. I only want to help.
You want to destroy! That's what you want! That's what all of you want! Gloom you!
Shrimps? Shrimpy!
Well, you know how teenagers are, Doris. I wasn't all that easy myself, was I? Leave her. She just needs to walk it off. And we have very important things to attend to.
So I take it this is another case of your typical are we the bad guys in the first place, in the truth? Yes, we are. We are the bad guys. Amazing, isn't it? Also, sorry game, but you're glitching with the graphics and the way you showed Grandma and Cloud the Mayor. I can't take you seriously with these smiling faces and having a fight with the only one with the expressions is Sigrid. But then again, looks like now we are working with the Whistlers. Thank you! So really sorry, but I can't take them seriously at all. Listen, Shrimpy and her, she keeps just a smiling face. I cannot take them seriously. I told you before that the game is glitchy, the game is buggy. That's by design. The developers can't patch it. Multiple people other than myself tried to speak with them. It cannot be patched, it's just what it is. Since the project itself...
Sigrid, where are you at?
Sigrid, it's Cassius. Answer us. We're getting ready to fire.
Fire at the barge and you fire at me.
Tell me you're joking. Have you lost your wits? You crazy, stubborn, disobedient... Nobody does anything until I give the order. Is that clear? Stay where you are, Sigrid. I'm coming to get you.
Keep calling me stuff, okay? Gloom you too. Thanks for teaching me something I can actually use, Sigrid. Gloom you. I think it's used as a curse word. Also, that bear has a seriously nasty habit of touching people. Do not touch others who don't want to be touched. You disobedient something.
Sigrid! Sigrid? I'm on my way. Where are you? What's your location?
I'm right by this island. The barge is just above it, and it's... Grandma, there are flowers here. I think I see apples.
No. No, that's not possible. Are you sure?
It's just like the stories you told me. I never thought
Sigrid, my dear, you are brave. I give you that. But we simply cannot conform our actions to a child's foolish whims. I am in your debt for helping us come such a long way. But now, it's time to finish what we've started. I am truly sorry, child.
No, don't shoot!
I have to, Sigrid. It is my duty to do so. Our people want this, and I will not be stopped. The best you can do is try and save yourself.
Cloud, you must die. I'm not even joking one bit. You must die. They are trying to help us with all they've got, and you have verified them on your own whim. You're even worse than Granny. I can't believe I'm saying it, but honestly, you are even worse than Granny. That wench's tongue is something else from hell, and your own attitude is cursed. Why do developers always show off that kids actually believe the truth and can reach it and reveal it, but adults are just morons who think they know everything, while in fact they don't know jack shit? No idea, honestly no idea. So I believe that her mother actually was working with them, related to them somehow. So I'd rather destroy nature and everything about it than allow the whistlers to continue trying to help you fix your own mistake. Is this what the world looked like once? Is it what my mom died trying to salvage? I wish she'd been there with me when I was growing up, but I think I understand why she chose to take the risk. Yeah, you could say that for real, yeah. We are the bad guys. All this time, we have been the bad guys forever. It's not even a joke. We are the ones who started the gloom. We're the ones who pushed the people's hands against us. And this looks like a very big deal of something. Not sure, but maybe the final encounter will be here. Because that gate looks too big to be something trivial. I did not choose that camera angle. So they can't just ignore that hag's own granddaughter now. I sincerely don't respect her grandma one bit. It's not up to her to decide everyone what they will do, or who they are, or what path they will take. She is a control freak. It's either my way or the highway. I prefer death over both options. And you're nothing more than a tyrant yourself. What is this even? It must be somewhere way beyond the gloom fog, even past where the wave came from. I don't think I dare to travel that far just yet. I'm still wrapping my head around this place. This is what the world once used to look like. These are drill apples. Cloud must die. There's no question yet. There's another option. Gloom you, Cloud. Gloom you, Grandma. And gloom everyone who tries to stop me. Why?
Hey, down here! Look at me! Oh, please look at me!
Why must we pay for the faults of the grown-up? I mean, what were you expecting? He's a politician. Obviously, he's a murderer. He's a self-centered murderer. What were you expecting? A self-centered, self-worshipping murderer.
Three, 4, 5. Oh, thank the sparks you're all here. Plus 1 extra, it seems. Are you a Stranvillian?
I am, but I didn't want this. This wasn't the plan. I tried to stop them.
Oh, so this is how it ends. Stranville, destroying everything for good.
Are you Moira? I was told to come see you. I want to put things right.
There's nothing you can do, girl. Take my advice and go home while it still exists. A Nightweaver seed? But it's so big.
It's been modified. My mother invented the technique. I was told you may know how to use it.
Well, if it has all the right qualities. But if there's only one, I don't think we can—
If you touch her, you're dead! You hear me? Take your dirty paws off my girl.
Who is that?
Put that away, Grandma!
I'm not letting them have you too. I have to.
The only thing you have to do right now is shut up for a while.
Sigrid,
I tried to tell you before. You wouldn't listen then, but you will listen now. To me and to Moira.
Moira? The Moira?
The very same. And on that ship was our last chance to keep the gloom away until your granddaughter came along.
Sigrid? How is she involved in all this? She shouldn't—
We're using a plant called Nightweaver. Its roots have the ability to tie down gloom. We've been shooting out spores from our airship day and night since that great wave came, but it barely kept the gloom from taking over. And now some geniuses decided to shoot that very ship down.
You're blaming us for trying to defend ourselves? Your people attacked us! You declared war on us!
You think we wanted war? You gave us no choice.
Well, why didn't you just talk to us about—
There's no point in talking if no one will listen. We tried talking to you, both before and after the war. We tried sending messages. We tried sending messengers, and you repeatedly chose not to listen. Too high up on your pedestals with your riches to care about anyone below you. You ripped up the ground we walk on with your cursed drills and sent your own city into the deep.
Well, it takes two to tango, my late husband always said. You blew up the Dandelion. Before that, the city was—
I'm sure there was a time for talking, but that time is not now. You're not gonna fight the gloom off by quarreling. Mom used to have this. Did you know that? It's a seed from the Nightweaver. Moira says we might be able to use it.
Iris? Why did she have
There's
to—
no time to explain. Right now, you just have to trust us. You have to trust me.
So you're saying that this seed could eliminate the gloom?
It has the right properties, but one is not enough.
How does it work?
It's no ordinary seed. It's infused with sparks. That's what Rufus told me. Mom invented the technique.
Well, how about we boost it some more? After all, we do have a spark cannon.
Rufus and Mom tried to take the seeds into the dandelion. They wanted to spread them through the gloom pipes, tried to make it inside through one of them.
Well, I'd rather try something that fails than nothing at all. I think I know the place he referred to. I'll show you the way.
Cassius, recharge the cannon. We have some planting to do.
We have some what to do?
Just start recharging and keep Cloud out of action.
My pleasure, Doris. My pleasure.
All right. Now would you help me get to that pipe?
Doris, for the love of God and all that is holy, virtuous, and right, and heavenly and divine, would it kill you to actually shut the hell up? I've heard about criticism, I've heard about blackmailing, but this cursed wench just doesn't shut the hell up. Everything about Dandelion, everything about her mom, everything. Would you, for the love of God, swallow your tongue and die? God! In they're wrong and they dare to fight. Hi. Yuri, I don't understand why did you keep drilling for sparks when people knew what it did to the crop. I'm sorry, I don't know. I wasn't born when all that happened. Me neither. It makes me so frustrated. Why do we have to solve something we didn't cause? But we don't really have a choice. You will have to pick between living or dying. That's why you need to solve your moronic elder's problems. God. Hi. Cerberus. I'm not gonna get all cloudy with Stanvillian. We'll do what we need to do to solve the common problem. Then I want to get up in the air and get as far from all this as I can. Honestly, half of Stanville's name is villain. Ryan, do you think this will be all over soon? I feel really tired, but I don't dare to relax, not yet. According to the map discovered so far, north, a little bit northwest, and yeah, we are kind of entering the end game. So yeah, it will be over soon.
Oh.
Brendan, we tried to chase off that snake without getting too close to you. We were afraid you would attack. And well, yeah, not me, but that sack of politician trash, Clout, is the one that attacked you, not me. This thing can't harm anyone. I can't believe I'm this close to a Strandvillian that told me you would come get me if I didn't go to sleep at night. Let's just say I've heard similar stories. Not that I'm sleeping much and at all these days either. And now my medicine got lost in the crash. It's gonna be worse. Find Sebon's medicine. These guys are the whistlers. Okay, Sebon, Iri, Brendan, Rayon, and Saris. It feels odd seeing the dirty paws as actual people with faces and names. I'm still wrapping my mind around everything. I feel so ashamed of everything we've put them through, but shame won't change anything. We need to figure out how to move forward now that the truth is out. Moira Oshia, known as the Dirty Paws by some, corrected now as the Whistlers. Mora is their leader, apparently. There was a lot of talk about her during the war. She became the face of the enemy. So, these guys are the workers, the lower class, and the farmers. And our cursed Transville, Dandelionville, the Villainsville is the one who destroyed everything for the sake of drilling the sparks out. They tried to stop us, they tried to talk to us, they tried to warn us about digging for the sparks. But what were you expecting from cursed elitists like us? We didn't listen. We didn't answer. They sent messengers. We didn't reply.
That sight sure brings back memories.
You've done it?
As long as my back would let me. A while longer, to be honest. But they shouldn't be here in our world. When Strandville drilled for Weave Rock year after year, the Earth's mantle cracked, and the rifts went all the way down to their domain. And if we don't repair what has been destroyed, our entire world will eventually fall into theirs.
I think she's talking about the shadow that I am helping me out.
Oh,
Is that my medication? I'm not sure I'm ready to say thank you given the circumstances. That's understandable, no need to say anything. All this just for the spark. So they tried to warn us, we didn't listen. They tried to message us, they tried to do anything at all, and when speaking, they didn't do jack shit. They went into war with us, and we obviously started killing the working class. Because the elitists have to elite. Just like a troll's got a troll. Doing something based on your cursed name doesn't mean that it's the right thing to do. And then, when they had no choice but to blow up the dandelion, our cursed machinery blew up, and not only killed so many of them, but also destroyed someone else's world as well. Why do I keep cursing non-stop? Because the entire situation is too stupid to be real. That's why. Shadow's world is beneath the ocean.
So, a shadow came to you too?
Yes, my oldest daughter. We lost her during the war. When the shadow came around, I just knew it was her. You do too, right, Sigrid? You know who has come to you.
I think so. I just couldn't believe it. But it feels like her.
wait. Are you saying that thing is my daughter?
A shadow of your daughter, at least. A body for a soul who needs to make contact.
I told you from the very start. I told you from the very start. I would like you all to meet up with Iris Skagerrak. This is Iris Skagerrak. The one who offered her feet to us to walk on the water is literally Iris Skagerrak. How did I know? Honestly, if I were to tell you how to, it's quite funny. The answer is this. You are literally looking at it right now. Why am I only zooming into Sigrid's face? Sigrid shares her mother's face. The same eye design, the same everything. When I saw the shadow coming to us, giving us that necklace, and offering us help for no real reason, I knew that was Iris. So from now on, I will not call it Shadow or even Siren. I will call her Iris. That's literally her mother. She came to help out, continue her job, her mission. Even though
This is the vent?
we really don't deserve it. Especially you, cursed nagger.
This is where Iris...
Gran, how about you shut the hell up? Now you be a good girl and stay here with Moira. But no. I'm not letting Iris see her only child walking into the jaws of the same monster who killed her. Enough is enough. I already know the inside of the dandelion. But shouldn't I just... You have your whole life ahead of you. I already have lived most of mine. You shouldn't have. Well, my way of thinking isn't exactly made things better recently now, has it? So you will kill you. You will take the. You are about to take the opportunity to kill yourself to escape from your own responsibilities. You are a coward. If someone must die, it should be me. You will not take from me this privilege. It's time to make up for that. No. She'll be right. How can you be sure? Because the two of us, the two of you, are made of the same stuff. Are we? We never agree on anything, and she talked about you like you were monsters. I guess to her, we were, look, Sigrid. I'm not going to say that I like your grandmother, but I see the way she looks at you. She's afraid of losing you. She's forgotten to enjoy that you are here. I just wish she'd listen to me. Grandma, I have to go after her. I knew it. Dungeon time. Also, no matter how many times you'll tell me that she fears losing me, I will not believe you. I simply will not believe you. This feels like a boss fight is about to happen. The carcass. The corpse. Once wanted to be so much high and mighty, you ended up not only destroying the workers' world, but also invading someone else's world. And now everyone around us is trying to fight us because we deserve it. What's this? Sigrid, I told you. Grandma, stop. I will take it from here. You didn't understand. I can't lose you. You already lost me. The day her mother was lost, you already lost us. You're forgetting something important, you know. What is it? That after I go in there, I will come out back. Just be careful, shrimp. Go to hell. I know I've said 1,000 times. Shut up! Why is it so hard for you to just shut up? For once. Nobody listens to you because you don't listen to anyone. Why should anyone listen to you when you don't listen to anyone? Be careful. Where are we going? Are you telling me that this is officially going to be our end game? Possible? Not sure, but possible. So check here. 1 hour and a half. We have still 1 more hour to go. Can't we really? This will be our last part? Not sure, but possible. With all the revelations happening and all the what's going on, it's possible, but not adamant about it. Not sure. die. Now get out of my face and die. Leave me alone. I'm trying to help here. I'm trying to help you all out. Leave me alone. I prefer to believe that the spark is actually belongs to the Shadows world, not our own. And like the greedy trash we are, we simply invaded them and stole their resources. We're much typical for a capitalistic brain that only knows to worship money, nothing else. Almost there. Now what? Checkpoint. Can this really be our last episode of this? Last session? Possible. Who knows? The dandelion. Where are we at? The thing again. More striders. Do they worship the sparks? Is that it? She died. Because I went into the gloom too much. Where am I? Where did I respawn? I think this is the last boss fight. Can't yet climb it. Where do I go? And the line itself? How do I go up here? Find a way to the dandelion. It can't be this easy, can it? It's not. It is not. I'm still searching. Come on, Iris. Can't help us with anything. How do I even reach that? Am I supposed to climb above this thing and from it we can somehow manage? Looks like the answer is yes. Go! Go! You can't just throw me away. Mr. Something. No! What am I supposed to do here? It's what I've been doing so far. Are they trying to lead me?
Are you inside?
Not yet, but I'm working on it.
I think I found another way in. I'm coming after you.
They are trying to help me out? Why? Come on, 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 come on. No. These things are trying to help me out. Why? Do they know what I'm here for? Are they actually trying to help me out to fix the problem we created? Go! 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 In!
This is it. The dandelion core.
Let's fight. Let me just make sure of something. Internet connection is good. No frames are dropped. So we still have 1 hour to go. Both sounds are working good. Let's finish this once and for all.
Lost your spark, huh?
Not so fast.
This ain't over.
Shatter the core. How?
It's okay. Just be glad you're not videophobic.
What does videophobic even mean? Thank you! Not sure why exactly you helped me out, but thank you.
Wasn't enough?
I never use the attacks too much because I don't like to press on control too many times.
Blooming storms.
Almost done. Come on. Almost done, come on.
Bringing the heavy cavalry. Come at me then. My company wasn't enough?
Come on.
You won't extinguish my spark. This is for you, Mom. This is for you, Mom. Feeling gloomy?
What's your target a little bit, Sigrid?
Bringing the heavy cavalry. Come at me then.
Yeah, I really believe this is the game's last boss, officially. The curve the dandelion. Ow! I'm almost done for. You can't just defeat me like this. Finish it! Glitched, 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 glitched. 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 I can't believe it. I defeated the final boss and I got glitched.
It's done. Deep breaths, my darling. Waves are crashing. We are still far from shore. Know that I've got you.
She's at peace now, don't you think? What's the matter with Anita?
Easy, Doris. Nothing's wrong with her. I just thought it rude to leave an old lady in distress.
I have a feeling that particular lady knows how to take care of herself.
We did it, y'all. We sparkin' did it. Whoa, look at these weeds.
Solid stuff. I've never walked on ground that wasn't rock or sand.
You did well, all of you. Eventually. And without you, my dear girl, we never would have made it.
I saw right away that she was made of the right stuff.
Bravest little pirate there ever was. Isn't she, Doris?
Sigrid, you've done such... Why can't I just do this?
Grandma,
No, I have to do this. When Iris was a kid, John always took care of the mushy stuff. But when he wasn't around anymore and we lost Iris, when it was just you and me, I didn't know how to handle my own feelings, much less yours. I put a roof over your head, fried some herring for dinner, and wiped your nose. But the rest, I just couldn't... I'm so sorry, Shrimpy.
you didn't only feed me. You taught me how to use a wrench, and a hammer, and a blowtorch.
Not sure you can say you've learned to use something when you've almost burned the house down with it a few weeks ago.
You might be right about that.
I guess we'll have to keep practicing. Both that and the mushy stuff.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
So, what do we do now that we won?
This isn't a victory. It's a second chance.
The girl is right. This is where the real work begins. We have ground to walk upon, but we need to learn how to cultivate it without depleting it. The rifts are sealed, but we still have to get rid of the rest of that wretched gloom.
How long will it take to fix this? When will everything be back to normal?
There's no fixed, dear. And I don't think any one of us knows what normal is anymore. It's a lifetime's work. What we end up with, only time can tell.
As long as no new fools come around and start ruining things, I'm sure we can keep things in order.
Untie me, you wretched cretin. I demand to be released.
I'm afraid I can't do that, sir, but if you just allow me to.
Word from Candle Hill. Seems the plants are growing there too. Apparently, a big stem of some kind has pierced right through the canteen. Get some rest, folks. Then we have work to do.
Game over. Game over. I planned on finishing the game as soon as possible, but not this soon. Still, no complaints. No complaints. It didn't stay over its welcome at all. After all, it is an indie game. What were you expecting? Something very lengthy or shiny? I almost was about to ask, why doesn't Sigurd smile a little more often? And once she smiled, I realized that her face was never designed for smiling. Yeah, that sun is setting alright. That sun is setting. And yeah, I can get Doris a little bit. Having lost her own daughter and her husband, she had to stay strong to raise her own granddaughter on her own in that single standalone island. But that doesn't excuse the fact that out of sheer fear of losing her own granddaughter, she decided to treat everyone like an ass. Doris is a failure in emotional communication. A complete and utter failure. She believes that everything she does is correct. She believes that everyone must always listen to her. And she believes that if you dare cross her, you are always wrong. She is completely and utterly mistaken and wrong. And by the way, any kind of side quests we couldn't find or didn't do are already too late. Any journal entries that we didn't get to unlock are also too late. I told you before, this game only works on automatic saving feature. Meaning, the automatic saving feature will only work during or through the main quest. If you don't get to finish all the side quests before finishing the main quest, it's too late. It will not save. This is one of the glitches that were spoken about in the Steam community, and its only solution is literally to finish all the side questing before you finish the main game. There's no other choice at all. People we didn't get to meet will never be met. Entries we lost will not be gathered. Sparks we didn't collect will not be collected. We can't save. We just can't save. Second is played by Mackenzie Atwood. Cursed Doris is played by Layla Pearson. Kelmet Cloud, the criminal, is played by Matthew Cortes. Mr. Bane is made by Ty Konzak. Little Cassius, Royal J. Rufus, George Lennox. Pepe by Brandon Winker. Sorry, I can't read them quick enough. If you wish to read the credits, read them on your own. So what did we learn from this game? Another game about climate change. What have we tend to take honestly? First was Viewfinder, and now this one. As for this one here, two classes were living together, from what I have understood so far. The Whistlers and the... I will just call them villains, because that's what they are. Literal villains. The villains were digging out for sparks, a new form of energy or currency, you could say, and they were living the dream, the cursed capitalistic dream. Problem is, the drills were releasing gloom, too much gloom, in fact. Way too much gloom that it was destroying the crops, destroying the farmlands, and destroying food. So the Whistlers tried to ask them what's going on, why are they destroying the land? They sent messengers, they tried to contact them, they tried to communicate, but the villains had their heads so far up their butts, they didn't listen to anyone at all. So the Whistlers believed that the only way for them to survive was the war. But before the war, they tried to teach the villains what it means to be fought and shown that you are still mortal and you are wrong and you should listen to others. So they blew up the Dandelion, one of the major energy generators. Once it blew up, it didn't only take with it the lives of everyone that came up with it, but also it unlocked the fissures in beneath the water. And with these fissures unlocked the world of the gloom. And shadows. Shadows technically are the living corpses of those who had died but were affected by the gloom itself. So technically it's a spiritless corpse, a kind of a necromantic risen corpse that still has its own senses and sanity somehow. You could say it's a self-aware zombie, basically. Iris tried to go and help them out, the Whistlers, after she learned about them everything, and she paid with her life for it as well. And Mr. our friend Rufus paid his right leg for it. He tried to save Iris, but he failed. And so, due to the faults of everyone from the villains council group and gathering, including the mayor himself, the cursed Clout family, the war began between the Whistlers, the nature defending seekers, and between the capitalistic swines. Sigrid was born and raised in the villain's city, where she was taught how to be a mechanic by her overprotective, never shutting the hell up grandmother Doris. And they just got used to living in a world covered in water because their mistake caused others to stand in to fix the mistake, but fixing that mistake blew up the entire world, technically speaking. So the Whistlers now, feeling ashamed of what they did, they try to release as many Nightweaver seeds as possible, trying to get away of the gloom. Let's see if there is anything after credits. Special thanks goes to Amy H, Aurora H, Victor D, my daughter Noor, Edith and Rebecca, and my amazing friends Melia, Fred, Lindell, Oscar Seraph Radius, with my wife Eva, my siblings Dorothea and Michael Wonder, Ellie, Sub, and Dan, Natasha, Christman, Janice, Berner, and Mario Schutz. I am very sorry about these names because I can't read them. I'm not Swedish. Playtesters: Jimmy Nilfors, Therese Tollin, Oliver Bilborg, Alexander Brunston, Philip Lidonback, Tos Matson. I better stop reading names because most likely they are Swedish and I don't want to ruin them. I don't speak Swedish. Adaptive Music Technology by Elias, www.eliassoft.com. Crest Ocean Systems for built-in render pipeline. MIT license, copyright 2019-2020, Wave Harmonic Limited, and contributors Wavetale. Thanks for playing. You're welcome. Take care. Anything after the credits? Okay. Thank you for playing Wavetale, G. Now you entered free play mode. Thank you, but there is no point to doing it at all. We have officially unlocked the entire map. Beautiful. Let's go seek the newest outfits just in case. I've collected so far 1,108. What lies at the bottom of the ocean and it twitches? A nervous wreck. Not bad. For something else than players, be my guest. Let's see, what do we have here? Classic outfit, natural haircut, no hat, pink, we already saw this. Anything new? Shiny crown. If you wish to see the clothes on your own, just pause the video. I am not slowing down because we already explored all of these options previously in the previous parts. I named every one of them and picked to check every one of them. That's just a crown, that's it? Yep, that's just it. You could say that now that we've managed to finish the game officially, we could go around the world and finish off collecting the rest of the journal, or we could somehow manage to reach the other side of the questing and whatnot. There's still so much gloom in there, and as we were told, it's a lifelong job to do. not something you can do just easily and then ignore it. This will take a lifetime to clean the world. But it's not our problem, honestly, because I am a gamer, not the writer of the story. So let me see quickly here. I need to go back to the main HUD here. The very point where we started the full game from. Let's see here. The map is completely unlocked. The movement... Yeah, the movement itself... The movement did not teach me anything about the boost or the dash. No wonder I was completely confused about it. Scrapbook. How many pages do we have unfinished? One of it here. One. 2, 3, maybe even bigger than this, but I don't know. How many people we haven't yet met? Sigrid Skagerrak, Doris Skagerrak, Jonas Skagerrak, Iris Skagerrak, Mr. Bane, The Shadow, Asta Falk, Maurice Nielsen, Juko, Terry, Magda Bane, Carla Arrow, Dr. Thelianus, Cordelia Clout, Mr. Clout, Mr. Nilsson, Jack Doer, Kelman Clout, Andy, 2 unknown NPCs, Jonathan, Karen, Big Cassius, unknown NPC, Adrian, Little Luck, Baby Iris, Ursula Taggle, Henrietta Little Luck, unknown NPC, Trival Taggle, Rebecca, Edith, Charlie Bilborg, Bob Booba, Simona Stark, Junkyard, Little Cassius, Gunny, Lars, Peter, Admiral Pepe, Kirsten Stromsung, Rufus Coegan, Moira Oshia, The Whistlers. We have, I think, 4 NPCs we haven't met yet, either due to the loss in side quests or because we haven't just met them and that's it. Okay, so yeah. We are literally done. I'm not even joking one bit, we're done. If you wish to go out and explore the world, do as you wish, but remember, no matter what you finish there or what you collect, nothing will be saved. One last thank you for our friend here, Iris. Even though she's supposed to have already gone to the Shadows world again, she's here with us, always. So the girl was adventuring with her mom all this time. This beneath us is literally Iris, her mother. Yeah, so mother and daughter. How did I know the Shadow's own identity? First cutscene, just looked at the face, instantly knew it was her. Their faces aren't very pleasant to look at, honestly. They are always very serious, always angry, and whenever you see them smiling, they are freaky. She shares the same face with her mother, literally. Eye design, nose, eyebrows, even the hairstyle. Besides, why would someone offer you their service for free? And everything was completely revealed the moment she shared with us that seashell. It's literally right here on her mother's neck. That was literally Iris from the very start. So, okay, what do we do now? We don't do anything. We're done. The game is done over. So, okay. Any final thoughts about the game? About Wavetale? What are my final thoughts about this game since it's officially done for? I'm not really trying to speak about the game as if I got sick of it. No, not really. I really loved it. It's unique. It is enjoyable, and it's fun to surf around the water. I know that we ranted most of the time because the characters are just disgusting. And the mother and daughter just looking at each other. Honestly, Mr. Cloud, the mayor, is a very disgusting character. Her grandma Doris is a very rancid NPC, extremely rancid and irredeemable. I don't care. I do not care if the grandmother was just afraid for her own granddaughter. She is extremely rancid. She's irredeemable. And even if Sigrid herself forgives her grandmother, I will not forgive her. She's not worthy of forgiveness. She's not worth it. And I don't really care much about the majority of the side characters because I don't see any point in them. They do build a world, yes, and they build some kind of story, yes. Anyway, so my final judging for it. Music-wise, the game is fun and very nice to listen to, with the waves and the music and whatnot. Combat systems were very simplistic, which is obvious for a game that its main focus is platforming. Anyway, so it's justified. The surfing mechanic, that the fact that you are in quotation marks are walking on water literally with the help of a mermaid, rather a shadow, and technically speaking, the dead body of your own mother, who came back from the dead with her full sanity to help you out, finish her own job for you. Yeah, just imagine trying to explain this to someone who has never played this game before. You are literally walking on your own mother's feet, with your own bare feet, on the water, surfing on top of it, trying to traverse a world that's covered completely with water. Yeah, if your brain doesn't shortcut from that, I don't know what will. Main mechanic is your spark net, your platforming, and your surfing. It's a semi-open world platformer game. Even though it is indeed a platformer, an open world game, the world they journey in is rather very controlled in its size. I'm not expecting something the size of Skyrim or the size of The Witcher or even Cyberpunk. No, this is a very controlled, beautiful open world game. That's all I can say, honestly. It's an open world game with the main focus on platforming, puzzle solving, a few fights here and there, some required fights, and the story is quite easy to understand, not that much complicated. The wolf set very much reminds me of other games like Sly Cooper, for example. They have lots of inspiration from Sly Cooper. Also, the platforming and sliding stuff, the surfing, reminded me a little bit of Dark Lineage. Kaya Dark Lineage, a game I didn't play it on here. I never will play it on AdsTube. That game was very sick with its sliding and surfing mechanics. What else is there? I liked the character's design. Unique and cartoon is more like. Relationships are understandable. The main character herself, Sigrid, is reliable, hard worker, takes everything almost seriously, and honestly, she has a very strong face. She would ruin her face if she smiles. I can't believe I just said that. Her face was only designed for an angry look, not a smile. Whenever she smiles, she ruins her face. The game is filled to the brim with glitches non-stop. We even got glitched outside of the ground the moment we finished the final boss fight. And before I forget to quickly, let's edit this here. The name of the video here. Stream for blind final part. The game's length is just perfect. It's not too long. It's not too short. It doesn't stay over its welcome. It's entertaining, and for an indie game, it's beautiful. Beautiful, balanced, neither long nor short, just perfect length. Doesn't ask you too much to do, not too many requirements, even though it's a collectathon, technically speaking, like almost Dordogne. You don't have to collect everything in it. This game is not possible to 100%. Why is that? Even if you were to do all the side quests as you wish, there's a high possibility, 50%, that one or more side questing items will not spawn. Multiple possibilities that you will not be able to find NPCs, or you will have a soft lock for you. The game's biggest disaster is it doesn't have a manual save. It only have autosave, and it only autosaves while you progress in the main quest. You can't do anything at all unless you still have a mission in the main quest to finish. And from the looks of it, the main quest itself is not that lengthy. All we literally did was we went outside from our own island into the eastern area. The eastern area gave us more energy to open up for ourselves the southern area. No, the western area. Once we finished the western area, we had to visit the pirates and the whistlers. We had to visit them, and we had also to cut our path to the south. So it was east, west, south, north. Went to our friends, collected some side quests, and met some NPCs. We spoke with them. Not all of them were important, but some of them were. We managed to go into the west area where we met up with the pirates. The pirates helped us to go to the southern area where we met up with Mr. Rufus. Rufus told us all the truth, so we went directly to the northern area, and then we fought with the dandelion. The whole game, I believe, only has 5 boss fights. The worm to the east, I think, the worm to the west with the giant towers. Then we had a couple more worms, and then finally the dandelion. Okay, enough rambling. Final score. Wavetale for the PC gets from me personally 8.5 out of 10. It gets 8.5 out of 10, gets 4.8 out of 5. It's almost perfect. Almost. Had theirs not been extremely insufferable, had there been manual saving, and had there been clearer side quests, I think maybe I would have given it a 10. But its biggest disasters are the glitches, are the skipping dialogue, Doris herself existing. Because that grandma, her tongue needs cutting. That disgusting nagger. She doesn't just stop nagging. So this game's biggest disasters is the existence of Doris herself. Glitches. Bugs. The lack of manual save. It's all autosave and it only saves after the main quest, not the side quests. The possibility for side quests items to vanish or for NPCs to not even spawn. The graphics glitches when Sigurd went to them and they will all just frozen on a smiling weird faces. Guys, your design was not meant for a smiling face. Your design was meant exclusively for a angry face. That's it. Sorry, Sigurd, but your face was not meant for a smile at all. Like literally at all. The twists of the game were interesting, and the final revelation that you were all this time with your own mother's corpse, I saw that from the very start of the game. I told you how. It's the same face design, that's it. Also, the interest in the shadows is good. The music is nice. Getting to meet your enemies in quotation marks, the whistlers, even though you are literally the enemy, the villains, overall, it was a fun experiment. It was a very much fun experience. 8.5 out of 10, 4.8 out of 5. Well done. Do I recommend replaying the game? It can be finished at least twice before you get sick of it. Once because you played it blindly, second time for you to try and collect everything you have missed, like all the other NPCs and if possible the rest of the journal entries. Otherwise, once you have finished it once, there is no need for you to play it again. It's good, at the very least. So that being said, I think this will be it for today's session officially. I would like to pray peace be upon all of my subscribers and commentators, followers, fans, and friends. Everyone from the Beasts of that Empire and everyone from the Discord server free to be friends by name. Peace be upon Thunderstruck Gaming, B809 Gaming, Marcus, Nitro Crash, McIcy, Double Y, Rogajan Carodan, Cryfield, ZPTV123, Matthew 1121, Sagatacal 85, Bob Express, Sparfan28, Sawa_we, Crazy Dragons 412, Heavy Metal Driver 666, and Torsko. This has been with you, your host, Invisible from Invisible's Gaming channel, giving a stage for the stages and voice for the voiceless. And this has been with you, our final part that actually surprised us for being the final part of Project Let's Play Wavetale for the PC. Till next project, whatever that will be, and until next time, whenever that will be, make sure to stay careful, stay healthy, and stay safe. We are living in a merciless, unforgiving, unforgivable hell. Anything can happen. Make sure you keep your friends and family close to you. Keep your enemies even closer. You don't know when you will need help or it will come from. Make sure to give a credit and gratitude when you do. It is much easier and simpler to thank others for their favors for you than it is to give flowers for the graves of the dead. And before you even ask for it, no. I am not making a wiki video for Wavetale. Why? Because frankly enough, there is nothing at all for us to dive in deeper with it. The story is straightforward. No reason to keep up with it. Also, I am honestly starting to question whether or not I will be even making the wiki video for both Slime Rancher and Jet Set Radio Future, because yes, I spent on making the script themselves 1 week per video, but I don't see the point of it anymore. Who knows, maybe I will, maybe I will not, whatever. Take care and best of luck. Invisible with you, sign out. And yeah, about the headache I had from the start of the video, it's gone. Take care.